Let's talk about the Keycult 160. For those of you who may be new to the custom mechanical keyboard hobby, Keycult produces some of the most sought after keyboards in the game. Their boards are typically ran in small batch raffles where you truly need the RNG gods on your side to even get the opportunity to purchase one of their boards for retail value. This board specifically, the Keycult 160 Rev 1 white with brass, retailed for around $580 but has gone for over $2,000 on the infamous Reddit mech market. This luxury keyboard features an 8-degree typing angle with an aluminum top and bottom and a brass mid-piece and weight. For plate options, they have brass, aluminum, and polycarbonate, along with options with or without leaf spring and in the partial plate variant for the polycarbonate edition. The keyboard case alone is not the only exciting thing about winning a Keycult. The packaging this board ships in provides one of, if not the most satisfying unboxing experiences that I have ever had. The parts aside from the keyboard, aka the PCB, daughter board, plates, candies, etc., come in a smaller cardboard box along with a nice thank you note and the Keycult ID playing card. Also, if you didn't know, Keycult candies are kinda goated. Not bad. Not bad. After that is the real prize, the iconic Keycult box. It is all fit perfectly with very tight tolerances and allows for a very satisfying unboxing experience. After breaking the seal and sliding out the thick foam containers from inside the box, you will find your keyboard wrapped tight in the branded paper, fitting absolutely perfect inside its foam housing. It almost feels wrong to take out the Keycult 160. It weighs in at about 3 pounds 4 ounces thanks to the thick brass weight that is integrated into the mid-plate piece. The more you look into this board, the more details that reveal itself to show how much care was truly put in. The engravings on the inside plates showing where it was made. The Keycult logo that sits dead center on the top housing. The perfectly fitting weight that slots into the bottom housing of the case. The Keycult 160 is truly a labor of love. For the PCB, it is the WT60A designed by Wilbur specifically for the Keycult 160. It usually only comes in red, but there is a graphite colored PCB option available on the Keycult website right now if that's something you'd be interested in. The PCB design is as beautiful as the keyboard itself. I especially love the Keycult and Wilbur logos that are printed onto the board. My daughter port actually fell off during the stream when I was building this for the first time and got help from my friend Pizza Force and managed to successfully get it working after some light hand wiring. I won't discredit the PCB quality though, because I am the first to experience this issue after speaking with several other builders and creators who have built the Keycult. On that note, I highly recommend checking out Pizza Force on Twitch. Fellow keyboard builder, does interest checks that are super interesting, and great personal friend of stream. Cheers, brother. When beginning the build process, I would start with placing the 12 pour-on gaskets onto the mid plate and then bottom and top portions of the keyboard case. After that, it's not too much different than any other keyboard. You solder on all your switches or snap them into place if you decide to go with the hot swap PCB option. Screw the daughter board into the bottom case, run the JST cable through the brass mid plate, screw it down with 5 small screws, carefully plug the JST cable into your PCB, and then line up the plate with the gaskets and alignment tabs. Once you've placed everything correctly, lay down the top portion of the case and then squeeze to compress the gaskets. Then flip the board around, screw in the 8 longer screws, and you have now completed your Keycult 160 Rev 1 mechanical keyboard. I built this board twice. Once with Cherry MX Vintage Blacks, lubed with Krytox 205 Grade 0 and filmed with TX .15 films on an aluminum plate outfitted with GMK Cafe. And then again with T1 tactile switches lubed with Tribosis 3203 and filmed with TX .125 films on a brass plate outfitted with Infinite Key Aether by Mr. Alex Odos. Here are typing tests of each to get a feel for how this board can sound. On that note, take all YouTube sound tests with a grain of salt. Overall, I really enjoy the sound and feel that the Keycult 160 provides. The typing experience was pleasant, and I'm a big fan of the angle that it sits at. Not too small, not too large. I feel like a lot of people look for that 5 to 6 degree sweet spot, but I'm personally a fan of the 8 degree angle that this board provides. The biggest thing with this keyboard obviously comes down to the price. For nearly $600, I honestly believe that is a very reasonable price for the product and experience that you get along with it. It is an absolute joy opening up a Keycult, and you are guaranteed a high-end luxury keyboard. Now for purchasing this board at resale value, well, that's a different story. Is this board worth the $2,000 price tag? In my humble opinion, I do not think it is worth it from experience, feel, and sound alone. You are paying for the exclusivity of having such a rare and sought after keyboard, but I personally do not support that price tag. Let's be real, it's crazy. There are not many material things in this world that I believe hold a $2,000 value, but that's just me. My final thoughts on this keyboard. It's sleek, it's sexy, it sounds fantastic, and lives up to the overall quality and hype that comes with the Keycult name. This is truly deserving of the title of an endgame keyboard. Honestly, this could sit in the MoMA like a work of art and wouldn't feel out of place. But I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? Oh god. Scuffed. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good for the blooper reel.